talk to you, I've got to show you something.
If I've succeeded this time, then every sacrifice will be worthwhile.
Refuse to cooperate, you'll be as guilty as the traitors that gave Stalin the A-bomb.
Are you waving a flag at me?
There's something inside of Michael.
You can't suppress ideas, Mr. Killer, just because you don't like them. Nobody can, not in this country. Not yet.
I might catch you in a place like that again, I'll change it.
If you're so depraved you'd inflict your desires on an unwilling body, then proceed.
Mr. Lannington, I want to marry your daughter.
I wish you'd stop calling her my daughter. She happens to be my wife.
From the fiery depths of the earth comes a prehistoric mastodon of destruction.
I will perfect my own race of people. A race of atomic supermen which will conquer the world.
Hey guys, Everdutchin 138 here. Going to be doing one of my first videos talking about what's behind me, which is my physical media collection and just releases in general and films in general. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from the synthesizer stuff. I'm still going to be posting that stuff as I mentioned in my previous video, but I just wanted to kind of do something a little bit different. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is something that I've kind of noticed for the past, I would say, year, and I want to talk about Arrow Video. Now, Arrow Video is a UK-based label. They also have some US releases as well, and they do amazing work. The box sets they come up with and the amount of features that they come up with on some of these releases is astounding. And especially the picture quality, everything. I know that there's been a few hiccups as of late. They had to send out a couple of replacement discs, like for Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, and a couple other things. And I know that they are addressing that by taking a little bit of a lighter workload on, so that way they can actually focus on maintaining a better quality control and everything like that. But I want to talk about something I've noticed with Arrow that's been incredibly frustrating, and that's these things. This is Dark City, by the way. These things right here. Booklets, very, very, very important with the writing on the film and posters, essays. These are incredibly important for the overall package, and especially with lovers of the film in general. And what's really frustrating about this is there's no indication that these films or the release that you're buying includes a booklet. In fact, there's been cases where, like for example, Chud, I've purchased that, and on the back it states that it comes with original writing on the movie and everything like that, and essays. Opened it up, not the case, not in there. And there's been times where, this is a perfect example, doesn't state on the back that it comes with a booklet, but it does. And it's incredibly frustrating because there's no indication on the front cover, and usually the booklets are limited during the initial release, but because there's no indication on the front cover, you have no idea if you're ordering online if that's what you're getting. If you're getting a limited release or a standard edition, it's not like and I know they've done this. They started doing slip cases recently, and limited edition slip cases and everything like that. Usually those come with a booklet, so if it doesn't come with a slip case, it probably is the standard edition. But it's frustrating when it's not. A slip case isn't even in the conversation. Like things like trying to think of another example, like Killer Nun is another example. This says, it doesn't list anything about a booklet in here, but it comes with it. Whereas something like Stanley Kubrick's The Killing doesn't come with a booklet. This is just a promotional card, by the way. Doesn't come with a booklet at all. I actually had to purchase this again recently, and actually verify that it came with a booklet. So I had to, and that's what's incredibly frustrating, because when you're buying online, all you see is the front cover. And on the back, it doesn't state anything about a booklet or anything like that. But when you're buying from the Arrow website, which a lot of these have come from, that's all you're seeing is just the front artwork. Not that, well, this is the reversible artwork, but you understand what I mean. So there's no indication, there's no limited edition, there's no clues that, it comes with a booklet. And I've had to purchase films multiple times just in order to obtain a booklet. Beast Within I had to purchase twice. Dead Beat at Dawn. What was the other one? The Killers, the Burt Lancaster film, The Killers, and Count Yorga Vampire. Had to purchase that twice. Horror Express I had to purchase twice. City of the Dead, the Christopher Lee film, I had to purchase 3 times just to get a booklet. Burnt Offerings I had to purchase twice. Now, there are situations, which are very rare, that people on eBay or Marketplace on Facebook sell the booklets individually. Luckily, I came across a listing on eBay that actually had a bunch of booklets I was missing for like Runaway Train, trying to think what else, The Exterminator, and I was lucky to grab as many as I could from there. And but that's very rare to be able to get the booklet separately. Most of the time you're going to have to buy the release again, and the only way you can actually determine if it actually has a booklet is if you actually see the physical item, not a stock photo or anything like that, because I've been burned, like I said, with the City of the Dead thing, where the eBay seller was like, well, we can't open it because it was sealed, but we're confident it comes with a booklet. It did not come with a booklet, and I had to, unfortunately, because it stated in the listing it came with a booklet, I had to give them a negative review. But it is what it is. But in cases like the film noir collection, like the film noir classics, there's the standard edition comes with like 2 cases and no booklet. The special or the limited edition came with 4 cases and a booklet. And for some reason, I don't know why Arrow doesn't differentiate this on the actual front cover. So, because it's incredibly frustrating to kind of track down which is which, because there's no, they don't tell you when the limited edition is out of print. They don't tell you when the booklets are out of print or anything like that. So you're kind of just shooting blindly, trying to get these things, and it's, like I said, it's incredibly frustrating. But I also noticed that with some of their more recent sets, because they seem, before, what they were doing is they were releasing individual titles, like, say, for example, the Vincent Price collections and stuff like that. They were releasing individual titles, like they'll release Pit and the Pendulum and Tomb of Lygia and Comedy of Terrors and all that stuff. And those came with a booklet, and then when they would release it as a huge set, same with the Mario Bava films, they would compile all the booklets into one thick booklet that would come with all the releases, so that way it would be part of the set. They're not doing that as of recently. I don't know why. Like the Sergio Martino collection, the box set doesn't come with any of the booklets, which is really kind of like, well, why? Like, if you're releasing a box set, why are you releasing a box set of standard editions that you can buy individually? It just seems like such a weird thing to do. Same with like the Giallo Essentials. Like the Volume 1 doesn't come with any of the booklets that the original releases had, but Volume 2, because they're new releases, comes with a booklet. It's really frustrating, and I don't see the point in having these box sets of standard editions if you're not really offering anything other than a piece of cardboard to wrap around them. I don't know. Maybe other people feel this way. But it's incredibly frustrating. I wish Arrow would do a better job of kind of differentiating what's a limited edition, what's a standard edition, be it some type of marking on the front cover or an announcement saying, hey, the limited edition's about to be sold out, or it has sold out. From now on, we're going to be pressing the standard edition without the booklet. Companies like Eureka and Indicator, who are also UK labels, they do this. They send out a newsletter, or they send out a low stock warning and saying, hey, this limited edition is running low. Once it sells out, we'll be pressing standard edition without the slipcase or without the booklet or things of that nature. I wish Arrow would do that, because trying to hunt down and buy multiple copies of a release just to obtain a booklet is incredibly it's frustrating, and it's also a waste of money, because you're buying multiple copies of this one film just to obtain a booklet. And I know some people are like, well, a lot of the booklets are kind of redundant because of the commentary tracks. I don't think so. I really don't. I think that, especially when films are of a certain vintage, a lot of the actors and the filmmakers are not with us anymore. So what you're getting in terms of the commentary tracks and the essays and various things like that, you're getting different perspectives on the film, as opposed to an interview with the director or a commentary track with the actor. You're getting perspectives from film critics and film historians, and I think that's a little bit more valuable than just kind of basing it on like some actor's recollection of the production, or the director's recollection of the production, which might be hazy and they might forget things. And I think with film historians, they do their research and before they do a commentary track or before they do an essay, and they put so much work into it, especially if it's a film that you really, really, truly enjoy. You want to know this stuff. You want to know the behind-the-scenes production photos, especially when the booklets come with storyboards or excerpts from the script or the shooting script or various interviews. That's something that I think fans of these films want to know about. And I know that part of the, I guess, the marketing strategy or the business strategy is, well, just have people buy it as soon as it gets released. And I understand that, but there are certain times where people become familiar with genres later on. Not a lot of people want to spend $40, $50 on a blind buy, very rarely. And whereas if they kind of get into giallo films and they're kind of on a big giallo kick, or they get into slasher films and they're on a big slasher kick, they want to know about all this stuff. They want to hunt down, okay, I want to see all the slasher films, so I want to get Satan's Blade. I want to get The Prey and The Burning and a couple other Arrow releases, Edge of the Axe. I think it would be great if you kind of had, if you had that option to kind of know which edition you're getting. But because some people get into it later on, or they hear about a release that's really good and they go and buy it after the fact, and for it just to be the standard edition, it's kind of like oh, because now you're kind of in the, especially because there's no indication on the box, right? So, but I don't know. What do you guys think about Arrow and their booklets and everything like that? Because I think booklets are very important, and it's something that I think a lot of labels are missing. I don't know why companies like Severn or Vinegar Syndrome aren't doing these. I know Film Detective does booklets, and it seems booklets are more of a UK label thing, like Arrow, Indicator, Eureka, 88. But for some reason, a lot of North American labels just, they don't do it. Kino, I mean, you'd think films like Good and the Bad, the Ugly, and Fistful of Dollars, and you would think they would have a essay or something included in those 4K Ultra HD releases, but they don't. They're just kind of bare cases, and some of them don't even have reversible art. I was just kind of like, oh. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you like this video, let me know. And I know it's a little bit of a ramble video, but it's my first time talking about this stuff, so please be patient with me. I will definitely kind of streamline it later on, but and be a little bit more focused. But yeah, I just want to hear your guys' thoughts on it, and let me know. Have a great day.